Hey guys, another DMR Sort Reviews here. This is the Ninco 1 review of the Ford Mustang. This car is part of the Ninco 1 range, obviously, and the Ninco 1 range is aimed at the domestic use, meaning that's going to be on any track that you've bought and on the bedroom floor or your dining room table sort of thing. It's also not really built for club use or massive tracks, but I don't think it would be the end of the world if you ended up going somewhere and using it on there. It's a very interesting car to look at, and it is pretty much the same as any other Ninco car in the range, Ninco 1 range that is. It's got the same box, which is in a noticeable bright red colour and interesting shape, making it different to most of the competition's boxes, as it were. Again, these do stack up as well, but it's not very easy to open and sometimes it's a bit of a kerfuffle. It is another official licensed product as well, so it's an official Ford product as well. So the Ninco 1 range, they don't have any lights on them, but they do have the detailing of the lights as well. So they don't, even though they don't have working lights, they've got the proper detailing, unlike some companies that have previously painted the lights on. So the product code for this car is 55044 DHL Ford Mustang. So it's sponsored by DHL on the bottom. This is a very interesting, eye-catching colour scheme as well. And it's the first time I've ever reviewed a Ford Mustang. However, Scalextric have produced a Ford Mustang as well, but they only did it for 1 year. And they only did like 2 versions of it. And I think actually no, 2 years, and they did about 3 of them. And they all did them in the detail version with no spoilers, and they didn't really look very nice. I'm not a massive Ford Mustang fan, but this car looks pretty mean, and it looks like it's a good addition to any collection. It has got very small wing mirrors. They do concern me slightly. They look like they probably will fall off. The spoiler though is pretty beasty and big. That doesn't look like that's going to move, and I think that will take a couple of crashes and heavy crashes as well. So along to the bottom, it's got an 16,000 rev motor and a 9:27 gear ratio. Inline drive as well, which is a very good thing. Some people prefer inline drive. I know my brother does. He loves inline drive cars, and it seems to be a better option than Sidewinder. So the Ninco have gone for inline. That's a good thing. I think that's a good standard to set. Maybe some other companies should follow that standard. Although, even though it's sort of it's what you prefer, I think, more than down to actual performance-wise. But inline drive cars seem to drive better. I prefer inline drive as well. So that's my personal opinion. I think this car is really well detailed. The grille is a sticker as well. So if you were to customize it in a spray paint, you'd have to cover that one as well. But again, this car is a very good little car. It only got 3 screws holding the whole thing together. That's quite interesting. So they really do go full out and trying to make these as light as possible, as small as possible. And the only thing that maybe is a problem is the fact that it doesn't have a quick braid change system for it being a domestic racing car. So, but it has got copper, and copper is very good quality, and most people that modify their cars use copper braids, so they're giving you the best possible braid system without having to change it all the time. So this will be interesting. I'm going to test it now. I've never driven a Mustang Ninco 1 car before, so it's going to be a first time. Like I've said with the other previous Ninco cars that I've test drove, it's quite loud. But it might be just because it's not really built for sport track. This is a Scalextric sports track, by the way. So it's probably only because of that. If it was probably on Ninco track, it might be a bit quieter. Oh yeah. But all these cars are very good in the sense that when they spin out, you can recover them, but obviously not me because this track's a bit slippery. You can sand the tyres on these cars as well. They're very good cars, and on a whole, I think the entire Ninko range is on a very good standard and a very good even platform. Like I've said with the other two, the 16,000 rev isn't going to be much of an issue compared to the 18,000s if you're racing this against a Skeletric car either. I think Ninko did a good job reducing the weight, but not making it so light that it doesn't stick, and making it light enough so it's still very competitive as a car. It's a very good car. I enjoyed racing that, and it did kick out a bit, but that's part of the fun of racing slot cars, isn't it? So if you want this car at £15 from MC Slots as well, please go to mcslots@hotmail.co.uk and email him direct requesting the Ford Mustang number 58 and quote DMSR free for the £15. And also, if you're from the UK, you'll get free postage, but if not, please let him know and he'll be able to give you a quote of how much it will cost. Also, this is a limited offer, so once it's gone, it is gone, and I'll also put that in the comments as well. So please make sure that if you really want this, order first, order quickly, because there is limited stock. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a like as well, and it would help me out a lot if you did.